Hello, hello, hello. We got another radio. Let's see what we got. Unmarked box. Let's see what we got. I don't know. I don't even know what this is. I like this foam better than that other stuff throw around. All right. So let's get this out and then we'll go through it. Okay, let's start with the good stuff first. All right, here we go. Panel operation. This is the manual. Scan me if you want to scan it. Pause it if you want. CAN bus, all this stuff. Let's see. There's reset, navigation. There's the wire diagram if you guys want that. All right. There's the operations. This is for the software. I guess that was the hardware pack. This is for the software, but we'll see that when it comes to it. All right, this is all we get. Pull this out. Let's find out exactly what's in here. Oh, let's see, where we got? We do not have a reverse camera. All right, so here's your microphone. Sticks on things, you can clip it on stuff, and it's only a mono. Looks pretty decent. Pull that off. Looks pretty big. Looks pretty decent. Oh, that was not a good choice. All right. Has a little ball swivel. That's where you swivel. You can attach that. This is your GPS. Let's see. GPS goes along with them. We have an antenna converter. This is the factory one, and it converts it into the standard one. So you can use it on the radio. This is hardware. Oh, the hardware for that to mount it. This is to mount that into the frame of the car. All right, this is the main plug that goes into the back of the Android. You need this plugged in because you need to have this plugged into that. So you have your microphone. As far as the rest of this stuff, your amp turn on, if you're running an amp, auxiliary in, audio out. This is audio out left, and then there's an audio out right. Audio out right would be that one, and the green one should be the subwoofer. So you got 2 channels or 3 channels coming out. So you got 1 pair and 1 subwoofer. The rest of this stuff is auxiliary in for your cameras. That's your thing. So these are just for the cameras. All right. There's a screw. That goes with that kit. It's the hardware kit. I'll put that back in there a little bit. This is your factory plug. These are your factory plugs. So there's your auxiliary in. So if you have anything that needs to run off the auxiliary, there you go. Auxiliary here. Wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. Let me untie this. All right. Oh, wow. This is a mess. All right, this is your CAN bus. This is needed in order for you to use your buttons on your steering wheel. This programs your buttons on the steering wheel to actually work. This has to be there. These are your factory wires right here. Those go into your factory location. Factory location comes out to this, which is for your subwoofer, and yeah, left and right if you want to use your subwoofer. And this is for your auxiliary in. And then this is auxiliary in. Why do you have two auxiliary ins? I don't know. You got two auxiliary ins, probably for the front and the rear. This is your power. This goes back on the Android side to Android radio, and this goes onto the Android radio. This is your main power feed right here. And then this is, it needs power in order to run the bus. Okay, this is the radio. Covered up, comes with a whole display. Comes with a whole display. Yeah, that's what this is. All right, so on the back, it looks like this. Oh, they already got some of these wires hooked up for you. Wi-Fi antenna and Bluetooth antenna. Oh wow, they don't even give you antennas. They just give you little wires. This is for your brake light, so you can do your reverse camera, which, oh, that's your reverse camera right here. These are your USB plugs, 1, 2, hooked up. I'll show you this one. This is your power for this is your power for your bus. And that goes in right there. That goes in there. That gives you your power. And then this is your main power, which goes in right here. And then this one that you need your microphone for, that one goes into this one right here. It plugs in just like that. This is a nice thick plastic. So, I mean, I'm barely flexing it. It's all mounted. It comes mounted in this. Some screws right there. So let's see what it says here. It says Ford 150, 2009 to 2000, I'm going to say 11. They missed the number there. Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. So this must be a 9-inch screen. But yes, this goes on a Ford. Pretty cool. All right, let me plug this in and we'll get back to you. Alrighty, we are back. I got it positioned, got it wired up. Let's turn it on. All right, it's got a big 12 on the screen. I believe this is 4 gig 64 RAM or 64 storage. I believe this is 4 gigs of RAM and 64 megs of storage. Alrighty, screen looks good. Looks really good. Alright, let me zoom you in on the camera itself. Screen looks good. I like the little car. It looks like a Tesla. But, alright, let's see what's on the top. Here we go. We hold down the screen. It's just got Wi-Fi, screen off, standby. And then your settings. Turn that up. And that's what you got. Your radio bands, your songs, your time, and your navigation, your Bluetooth radio, car link. Okay, we'll get into all that. Let's start over here on this side. Wait a minute. Okay, let's start over here. That is your video player. No videos. They usually put a video on here. There's your Bluetooth. So this is your Bluetooth music. This is for your phone calls. That's what your phone, your person, all your contacts, the music, what's connected, Bluetooth, all the information needed to do your Bluetooth, pair your Bluetooth. Let's start over here. Time. This is where you program your time. Okay, the song. This is the songs that's already on your drive. If you plug a little a USB thumb drive into your USB, you can actually see all your music that's on there, MP3s, FLAC, stuff like that. All of them, playlist, favorites, internal storage, nothing. They just didn't add anything. So let's go to the radio. Radio looks like that. That's pretty neat. Oh, there's AM on it. Sorry about that. There's AM on it. And then there's AM 1 and 2. So you got 2 bands of AM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 presets. So you got 8 AMs. And 18 FM channels you can use. Let's see if we can find a station.
Now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still...
That's pretty loud. So it's got like a small built-in amp in it. So if you're just running your head unit, this works. I'm starting to see more radios with actually built-in amps. I guess the old when they started the Androids, they didn't have amps in it. So you always had to put it on an amp. But now they seem to be putting it on there. Let's search. This is your local mono stereo. There's your local distance. Let's save your stuff. There's no actual settings on here, but it does say the names of the station and stuff. So it has RDX. It does say the names of the stations and stuff. So it actually says education, the type of channel it is. Let's see if we can find another one. 95 S. Okay, is there a song called S? Alright, anyway, up at the top you have your back. This is it tells you where you are. So that's your radio icon. That's your home icon. This is just to open up. You can close all this stuff. That's your volume up there, your time. And this is all your Wi-Fi stuff up there. Alright, as far as that, these, you can add amps. If you hold on to that, you can change it with anything in your app drawer. You just pull it down and drag it right on there, change it. You can actually delete these. You can add more. You can move these around any way you want. All right, as far as that, let's go see the EQ. That's your DSP. You can do like that. Make your audio sound anything you want. There's the effects, surround, reverb, and then your bass effect if you want how much bass you want in there. ASP, you can do your standard, you can choose different. And then you got your fields. You can put this speaker all the way to the driver's side. You can hear it all the way in the back on the right. You can put the location of where you're sitting. Like if you're the only person in the car, you probably want it like right there. You get the best sound. But that's totally up to you. All right, out of that, as far as this, you should be able to change. Yeah, if you hold on to that, kilometers per hour, miles per hour, you can just change it by just holding on it. All right, let's go into the app drawer. App drawer. Okay, we have Assistant. That's Google Assistant. Auxiliary, Bluetooth. Bluetooth would be the phone. Calculator, CarLink. We'll get to that a little bit later. CarLink is what you use for your Android Auto or your CarPlay. CarLink 2.0 will actually help connect it. It's got Chrome, it's got Disney, it's got stuff you don't even want in here. DSP, File Manager, Gallery, Google, HDR, HD DVR. Those other wires I told you where they had the video going in, what you can do is put a camera on the front of your car and you have your camera in the rear of the car. Camera in the front of the car and the rear can be recorded using this. This becomes your dash cam by just hooking up the cameras. This actually becomes your dash cam. If you go into your settings, the format, playing, all that, that's exactly what that actually does, is becomes your dash cam. All right, we go back to there. Back, oh, I keep messing up. Okay, that becomes your dash cam, and that records your stuff, your traffic and stuff that you have your cameras pointing on. So if you have a front camera, you turn that on, that becomes your dash cam. And it actually comes in handy. I don't, every vehicle that I own has a dash cam of one way or another. Maps, music player, that's the stuff that's actually in your head unit or it's in the thumb drive. You got your navigation, all the navigation stuff that you want to add. Netflix, operation guide, phone link is for mirroring your phone onto the unit. So you can have your phone and mirror everything that's on your phone, and then you can use this screen to actually activate it and work it and stuff like that. So you don't have to have your phone in your hand. You could just turn your phone sideways and you got it. There's your radio. You have your rear camera. Like I said, you can check your rear camera anytime you want. Your settings, we'll go into that. Spotify, steering wheel controls. That's why you need the CAN bus. And you hold down the button that you want and you hit what you need, and it connects those two, the button, with whatever action you want it to do. Every time you push the button, it will do what you set it to do. You have touch assistant. I don't even know what that is. Start automatically, hide when not related. Oh, that's that little, it's a little extra thing you can add if you want. Display the button, automatically start. The button size, you can change the size on it. That's that little button right there. I didn't even notice it was there. YouTube, video player, vehicle settings. This is for options that your vehicle actually has. So like your temperature, you want to actually have it in Fahrenheit, you just change it. Measuring units, you can forward facing camera, there you go. English, ambient lights, you can change your lights. These little, is it that lights? No, none of this stuff actually works right now because you have to have the actual vehicle to do it. But when you have this plugged into your F150, all these options work off here. Instead of going through all that stuff, you can just use your stereo Android radio to set all that stuff. Now you do your settings. This is your settings. That's your Wi-Fi, data usage, more, hotspot, tethering, VPN. Add that stuff there. Where? Settings. Let's see what else we got. Device. You got your display, your brightness. This is basically your Android settings. Your sound, the GPS, your storage. It's anything that's in there. This one's 64 gigabits storage. And I believe the RAM on this one's 4 gigs. Storage, apps. Has all the apps. USB device start. Let's see, general. Press any key to start. It's for the power, auto start, navigation, iOS time. This is for the auto start navigation. Means that anytime you start up the car, it'll give you the navigation. It won't give you the main menu. Mirror view for reverse image. You can flip the image back and forth. Mute audio. When you go into reverse, it'll mute the audio so you don't have all that sound while you're doing it. Sound reduction, backlight control, default volume switch, boot volume, GPS mix. Alright, so this, I think, loop on. I think this is what turns your colors. So if I want to change it to white, it's white. If I want it to pink, red, green, or any shade in between. Loop on off, clear, confirm, clear. Alright, navigation, you can set your navigation. This is all your little settings. Your fan settings in your back. This is your factory settings. You'll get passwords should be in your book. User location, security, language, Google settings, backup, accounts. These are all Google stuff. Your date, your time, you can change all that. Developers options. About this device, let's see what we got. We got Android 12 on here. This is a 4-core 1.3, 4 gig memory, 64 gigabit storage, Bluetooth version. That ain't right. This is 8.1. I think the Bluetooth on this should be like 5. FM base. Okay. So pretty much that's it for this. There's not much to this one. It's your navigation. You have to set up your default navigation. Your radio. I like the radio. That's pretty cool. I like the big name and stuff like that. But you can go here and just choose what you want. There, and you hold this down. It saves it. You can tell you what's playing. It's pretty cool. Alright, that's pretty much it. This one was F150. If you like this video, give me a like. You know anybody who is looking for an F150 radio, this is probably the one to get. The framing on this is actually pretty solid. If you look at my hands, they're not bending the frame. So the cheaper ones are so thin, they go through. But this one's actually pretty decent. This is actually pretty good. You just don't have the little turn knobs, which if you have the buttons on your steering wheel, you're good to go. Like I said, this is a 2009 to a 2011. Looks pretty good. Of course, most of these Androids the screens, I don't know where they're getting these screens from, but the screens actually look pretty decent. Good color on them. They're just decent screens. But wherever they got this frame, this is a good frame. If you're looking for one to put in an F150, this is the one to get, because this will last you for a good while. I like the frame on this. I like that's awesome, pretty good. But anyway, if you like this video, give me a like. If you like Android radios and you want to see more Android radios, then subscribe. If there's any questions, anything you want to add, please put them down below. If you have any questions, put them down below. I will put a link down below of this radio on Amazon. It will be affiliate link. If you click on it, I'll get a little kickback, but then I can use that money to buy other radios or other things that we can review on here, and you and me can both learn at the same time. Anyway, I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye.